In fact, we're also telling you more details that are coming to the fore, that agents signed deal with foreign colleges, nearly 35,000 students referred by the agents. All right, that is the big news that we're picking up at the moment. Let's just break that down quickly in terms of what we're picking up. This is a huge revelation that's come to the fore with the fact that the central agency, that is the Enforcement Directorate lens, which is on Canadian colleges on trafficking. One, what is revealed, the particular probe, is that Indians illegally deported to the US. What it has gathered so far is that Indian students are sent from Canada to the United States. The student's visa has been misused to reach Canada. And once in Canada, entry in US is through the border. That essentially means it's illegal crossing of the US-Canada border. More importantly, the revelation suggesting that thousands of agents have been spread across India and agents signed deal with foreign colleges. So that's another reveal that has come out through this particular probe. Let's also tell you the startling numbers. About nearly 35,000 students have been referred by agents. So clearly, as far as details coming to the fore by the central agency with the lens on this particular Canadian colleges on trafficking is concerned, clearly the radar is on illegal human trafficking to US. Bhavatosh Singh, my colleague, joins me for more. Bhavatosh, good morning. Clearly shocking details coming to the fore. What more can you tell us?
Well, as far as the Enforcement Directorate is concerned, it was probing a case that was registered in Ahmedabad following the death of four of a family in Minnesota. This case was, in fact, registered by the Ahmedabad police in 2022. Now, once this case was registered, the Enforcement Directorate carried out two raids and searches in December, and they have said that they have unearthed a racket in which they have found that there were two entities that were registered in Nagpur and also one in Gujarat. And these entities, in fact, were sending several students. In fact, these individuals were posing themselves as students, and then they were getting themselves registered as students in several colleges in Canada. Now, these colleges in Canada are colleges that have been, in fact, have sprung up in border areas of Canada on US-Canada borders. Now, there were at least thousands of students who got themselves registered. They paid around 50 lakhs to 60 lakh rupees, and once they managed to illegally immigrate to US, the money was returned back to the students. Now, what ED has said is that they have found evidence that at least 25,000 such students have managed to cross the border to US, and they have said that their ongoing investigation showed that there are two entities. One entity was, in fact, established in Nagpur, and these are shell companies. These shell companies, in fact, have links with these Canadian colleges. Of the 260 colleges that are under scanner, there are at least 15 such colleges they have found that was actively bringing students from India. And these students were, in fact, posing themselves as students who wanted to study in Canada, but in fact were using their in fact, front as students who wanted to study there, but subsequently they illegally immigrated to US. Now, these details have been shared with the Enforcement Directorate, with the authorities in India, and they are hopeful that these matters will be taken up at the higher level.
You know, Bhavatosh, as you pointed out, a quick follow-up question in terms of what has also been revealed here of how this is a bigger racket concerning the fact that allegedly agents signed deal with foreign colleges and thousands of agents are spread across the country, which is absolutely worrying to say the least.
Yes, what ED had, as far as ED is concerned, they have said that after this tragic death of four of a family member came up, they in fact had taken over the investigation from the Ahmedabad police. Since it's a secondary agency on their own, they could not have investigated this matter. And they went through that FIR, and they found that there is an organized racket in which there are many individuals who are willing to pay as much as 60 lakh rupees. And there is, in fact, an organized racket that is not only operating in India, but that has links with gangsters and also with the human trafficking rackets that are operating in Canada. Now, they have said that they are, in fact, finding the links between these Canadian colleges that are operating there and also those who are operating from here.
Right, Bhavator, thank you very much for joining us this morning on that big development, putting things into perspective as to what these findings by the probe of the ED is concerned, and more importantly, helping us draw perspective as to how that particular incident in Minnesota as well, concerning the family of four, also led to these startling revelations. But for the moment, we leave it at that.